Let's go now. He's 60 or.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 8 read.
Cut it left.
5.
31's the mark.
2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And holding it may be the wrong decision. as he's stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Tate rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. That's caught. It's Malone. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Switch gears. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
14. Lions method.
Set, ready. Get the flag. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, boom. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
You.
On 3rd down, Tate. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A give running right, Lindsey. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 31's the mic. Get that quarterback at all costs. 31's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there.
DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 61 yards.
First down, Lions.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 2. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Down right around the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Single. Don't let
From the gun, Tate. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Ready? We got 25 to Mike. Watch the run. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Watch the screen.
Here's 2nd and 8. That escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now it's the backup Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The final shot before the break, Stanford. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Tate. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Mike 4. Check pass. Over.
Off play action. Tate. Airing it out deep for Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On the ground, McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Tate. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Tate. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost not. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Vincent Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 57 to Mike. 57.
Bravo.
You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball?
Back to throw. Open man there is Malone. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Hey, Charlie. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Rip left, rip left. 25 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, 40's Mike, 40's Mike.
Throwing on first down. Tate, rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
57 to Mike. 57.
They'll look to throw here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Exit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500.